What's good, Melanites? It's your boy GT.
And it's me, Kimmy Coco.
And we're your hosts for Innovative Black Stations Connecting the Dots.
Yes, we are.
Where we bring everything full circle within our community and outside our community.
Yes, yes.
And today we're going to talk about Facebook sharing, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Sessions, and the death penalty of drug dealers, Vivica Fox, 50 Cent, amongst other things. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to kick it off. We'll put you on game about Facebook sharing. So Kim, go ahead, kick us off with that.
All right. So recently, I know everyone has heard that Facebook has come under fire for sharing personal data.
Right.
As a matter of fact, today, Mark Zuckerberg came and put full-page ads in newspapers in Europe and in America apologizing to everybody for sharing their information. Facebook, everybody's on Facebook. And so you really, Facebook has a responsibility, just like Equifax did, to protect the information that we share with them, which is a lot. You know, you tag people, you check in places. So all that information, apparently they've been using, well, no, they've shared it with other people. Let me explain. So Facebook's role in the 2016 election. Now, we talked about this before. The Russians sent stuff on Facebook and on other social media networks to influence the election. And how did they do that? Well, basically, Facebook's role in the 2016 U.S. election grew more complicated this past weekend when bombshell reports that the New York Times, and shout out to the New York Times, I know that Trump always calls them fake news, but they get down to business and they are really, really, really great investigative journalists over there because they open up our eyes to a lot of shit that's been going on recently. So basically what happened was there was a firm called Cambridge Analytica, and Cambridge Analytica used user data from like 50 million Facebook users. Yep. So you know those apps that you have on your phone where it'll say, you know, everybody did the what do I look like as a girl and all that stuff.
Even the game plan.
And those games, remember, like the farm, like everybody, or what
third party sharing as well, like you logging into other apps like Amazon, or you buying stuff off of Facebook. All of that stuff plays a part in data sharing. So I mean, they can get your name, your address, your current location.
But it's not even really, it's more than that, right? It gets a little bit deeper, because if you think about it, any conversation that you have, who you engage with on Facebook, the pages that you like. So what it's called is psychographic targeting.
Wow.
So what they do is they kind of like monitor what you do, who you do it with, what you like, what your opinions are on certain things, so they know where to get you at, right? So the data was obtained, this is from The Verge. So the data was obtained by Cambridge psychology professor Kogan and given to affiliated behavior research firm Strategic Communication Laboratories in a violation of Facebook's terms of service. The actions of the firm, which they all deny any wrongdoing. They all say that they've done it within the terms of their agreement with other people, which apparently is not, because in the privacy statement, it says that they're not going to share it with third parties, which obviously they did. So Mark Zuckerberg is going on an apology campaign. I don't know if anybody checked out his interview on 2020, but he was very apologetic as he could be, because the dude looked like a robot to me. I don't know if you ever checked him out. He ain't got no personality.
I think it's by purpose, though. I think he purposely do that. Also, to an update on that, the law firm Morgan & Morgan is filing a first class action lawsuit against Facebook too, for the breach of 50 million users as well. So
I was trying to find out how to get in on that. Yeah. I couldn't find out, but I think that it might be too late in the game to get in on that, but we're going to find out.
Violation of privacy rights.
So he's been going on an apology tour. You have to go to your settings. So I've done this, right? So you go to Facebook settings, and you find that page that has the apps. You can click on the apps and see what apps you've given your Facebook access
under the account settings. And
so once you get to those apps, click on the app, and you'll be like, I don't remember ever doing any of this, because you don't even remember the name, because it probably just said, oh, click this, if you want to play this game. But when you clicked it, you agreed to do
more than click it. Yep.
At first it was weird, because I would see stuff like, we need access to your contacts, or we need all your access to your friends list, which seems innocent, but then it's like, no, because now they know who your friends are, if they live in Michigan, Detroit, or Miami, if they like hip hop, rock, if they're when you fill out your Facebook profile, some people, I don't share anything, okay? Nope. I share my name on there is, you know, whatever. But you can't pick and choose what you want in and out of. It's like you either give us all your information or you're not gonna play this game. If you really read it, that's what it's telling you. So if you go on there and you click on the app, there's actually a place that says, do you want to, you know, get rid of this app? Well, you can, but the information that you've already shared with them is too late to get that back. But some of the apps do let you take it. It'll say, the information that we have, do you want the previous information that you've shared deleted? So you have options, but you need to go through your privacy settings on these social media networks and be careful. There's no such thing as privacy anymore. I feel bad for liars and scammers because it's easy to get caught nowadays. Like, I think everybody should try to be legit somehow because, bruh, these people, even Equifax, go dispute your credit report too, because they done messed up. We talked about that in a previous episode. Go back and find that episode where we discussed the Equifax breach, because then more people got breached. They didn't even fix it. So,
well, I think in the world that we live in today, I think that anything that we do online, we're going to get breached. I don't think there's really a safety net at all.
Right.
I think
you have to monitor.
Right.
I don't care if you know what my name or what town I live in or what my favorite hip hop artist is or what political affiliation I identify with. I don't care if you know my sign. But when you start talking about my money, we gonna have a problem.
But the thing is, Facebook also implemented so where you can send money back and forth to
and that's
people as well,
so scary.
Too. And that's your bank information. So I mean, all of that plays a part. So it's like you sharing, you getting on these apps and you sharing your information. I mean,
Mark Zuckerberg,
what they got a hold of.
But for real though, Mark Zuckerberg is the most powerful man in the world. Let's be honest.
And why do you say that?
Because he has everybody. Who's not on Facebook? Who's not using Facebook?
You say that, but it's a lot of catfish pages. A lot of people don't use their real names. Remember a couple years ago they tried to implement where you had to put your real name on there. People still found ways around it. I mean, a lot of the stuff, I mean, it's 50-50 to me because I don't feel like everybody put their full information on it. I
think a lot of people do put their information on there. I think a lot of people share things that they really don't understand how it's being used. It's not even the fact that they used it. It's like they tried to mind fuck everybody. You know what I mean? They just were like, okay, the dude's a psychologist. He's basing all his information on your previous posts. I mean, you could kind of go on Facebook, right? And see what people post and read their updates and stuff and kind of figure out what type of person they are and how you can get in their head or what will make them angry. So if you were a lot of those Black Lives Matters groups were really Russian fake groups. The Russians were just trying to gas people up and cause controversy here to affect the election. And now we're heading toward the midterm elections. And they're saying that they're nowhere near fixed. But they're not really even trying to fix it too, which is really crazy to me.
And if you want to read more on these articles, you can like the Connecting the Dots Facebook page.
Yes.
The two articles, the first one is from theroots.com and the second one is News 13 Orlando. What we're gonna go ahead